I saw it, the mountain, a pulsating, writhing tower of human eyes, not stone, not earth, not flesh, just eyes, packed together like swollen, veiny grapes, dripping tears that weren't tears but something thicker, something alive. They blinked in uneven rhythms, their lids slick and wet, each one opening and closing like a mouth, gasping for air it would never taste. The pupils followed me, all of them, thousands, millions, each stare, a needle boring into my skull, tearing away my thoughts, like wolves stripping a carcass. I didn't want to climb it, who would, but the ground beneath me screamed, splintering into jagged fractures that bled black water. The air stank of salt and something worse, like a funeral left too long in the sun. And then they came, the fish, but they weren't fish. Not anymore, they were dissolving, flesh peeling off in dripping, rotting strands, revealing bone and sinew that stretched and snapped as they swam through the liquid air. Their faces, oh God, their faces, human mouths where their gills should be, whispering things I couldn't hear but felt deep in the marrow of my teeth. One brushed against me, its skin slithering off, sliding down my arm like wet paper. I screamed, but the mountain of eyes only blinked harder, a chorus of wet, sticky sounds that filled the air like applause in hell. I climbed, I don't know why, maybe because the fish were circling now, their whispers growing louder, their mouths opening wider, revealing rows of teeth too human to be human. The eyes watched me, they saw everything, every sin, every lie, every secret I'd buried in the dark, and they loved it. Oh, how they loved it. Halfway up, the tears started, not mine. The mountain's thick, viscous streams poured down, coating my hands, my face, my soul. They burned not like fire, but like shame, a raw, searing exposure that stripped me to nothing. The fish rose with me, or maybe I was sinking with them. Their bodies broke apart completely now, leaving only eyes, human eyes that floated upward, joining the mountain, fitting perfectly into the gaps like puzzle pieces. The mountain screamed, it was laughing. I realized then it wasn't made of eyes at all, it was made of people, their bodies stretched and warped, their faces crushed into a mosaic of horror. Their mouths opened, but only their eyes screamed. I climbed faster, but there was no top. Only more eyes, more tears, more whispers. The fish circled tighter, their human mouths snapping now, their teeth catching at my skin. And then I wasn't climbing anymore, I was falling. No, I was becoming one of them. My eyes popped out first, plucked from my skull by invisible hands, rising up, 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 until they slatted into the mountain, blinking in perfect rhythm. The fish dissolved into me, and I dissolved into the mountain. I was the eyes now, I was the tears, I was the screams. The mountain grows, and it's hungry.